What's good, everybody? It's Saturday. Stone Cold Lock Saturday. I got all my top plays. I got all my honorable mentions. You trying to 20x your money? Then let's get into this hustle game.
Hustle game, 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 hustle game.
What's good, Hustle Game community? We back with our Saturday Stone Cold Lock video. I got all my top plays, my honorable mentions ready for you. Let's get straight into it. My first Stone Cold Lock is Rondale Moore, 41.5 receiving yards versus the Seahawks. We took the over. Rondale Moore's snap percent the last 5 weeks has been 86%, 91%, 99%, 89%, and 99%. Like he's not coming off the field, man. He's out there for every play. And with Hopkins back, defenses have to worry about him, which leaves Rondale Moore in a lot of single coverage with no safety over the top. He's going to give us 42 yards for sure. I'm telling you for sure. My second Stone Cold Lock is Jalen Waddle, 70.5 receiving yards versus Chicago. We taking the over. Waddle's last 3 games was 129 yards receiving, 88 yards receiving, and 106 yards receiving. With Tyreek Hill stretching the field the way he do, Jalen Waddle should be able to rack up tons of yards in the middle of the field. And just for a fun fact, right? The league leaders in receiving in the league, number 1 is Tyreek Hill, but number 4 is Jalen Waddle. My third Stone Cold Lock is Allen Robinson, 42.5 receiving yards versus Tampa Bay. We took the over. You can't really run on Tampa Bay, but you can throw on Tampa Bay. Couple of banged up. I mean, Allen Robinson should easily get this 42.5 receiving yards, man. But this the deal with Allen Robinson. Earlier in the season, he wasn't really getting no targets from Matthew Stafford. You know what I mean? Which has skewed his player prop a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. I got Allen Robinson status to get 50 yards receiving or more for the rest of the season, okay? He's going to have to get balls thrown his way. Everybody knows the deal. Cooper Kupp. So it's going to be a lot of coverage on Cooper Kupp's side. And as long as these props are under 50 yards, we should be going over on these props every single week. My fourth Stone Cold Lock is DeAndre Hopkins, 85.5 receiving yards versus the Seahawks. We took the over. DeAndre Hopkins is unstoppable and absolutely unguardable. I think it was 2 or 3 seasons ago, DeAndre Hopkins didn't drop not one ball the whole season. Best hands in the league, plus best route running in the league, plus 12 to 14 targets a game. That equals out to over 100 yards receiving this week. I got him statted out to get 128 yards receiving. I mean, this is a smash play. My fifth Stone Cold Lock is Hayden Hurst, 39.5 receiving yards versus Carolina. We took the over. With Chase out, this elevates Hayden Hurst's ceiling a little bit, 40 yards should be easy for Hayden Hurst to get this week because, the offense needs him. My sixth Stone Cold Lock is Lamar Jackson, 63.5 rushing yards versus New Orleans. We took the over. Rashad Bateman is out for the season. Mark Andrews is probably out for this game. Lamar Jackson has no choice but to run the ball. They number 1 in the division, and if they want to stay number 1 in the division, then Lamar Jackson, you better run that thing. My seventh Stone Cold Lock is Chris Godwin, 64.5 receiving yards versus the Rams. We took the over. Godwin has gotten 11, 13, 12, 6, and 10 targets in the last 5 games. Brady's throwing it more than ever because Tampa Bay is just, really not a good team this season. He's a smash play to go over his receiving yard prop this week. And last but not least, my eighth Stone Cold Lock is Justin Fields, 51.5 receiving yards versus Miami. We're taking the over. The Bears' offense has changed over the last 3 weeks. They're letting Fields run a lot. His last 3 weeks has been 12 rushes for 88 yards, 14 rushes for 82 yards, and 8 rushes for 60 yards. He's going to smash past 52 yards rushing for sure. All right, let's get to our honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is Terrace Marshall, 39.5 receiving yards versus the Bengals. We're taking the over. Marshall is the clear number 2 receiver for this team. And for the last 2 games, his snap percent has been 86% and 93%. This should be a competitive game. 40 yards should be easy work for the 22-year-old. My second honorable mention is Antonio Gibson, 21.5 receiving yards versus Minnesota. We're taking the over. Gibson is averaging 31.75 receiving yards for the last 4 games, and it seems like he's worked his way out of the doghouse. As long as he doesn't fumble, this is going to be an easy win. My third honorable mention is Garrett Wilson, 47.5 receiving yards versus Buffalo. We took the over. Wilson will retain his wide receiver 1 role this week with Corey Davis still injured. Last week, he got 7 targets for 115 yards receiving. I see a similar stat line this week versus Buffalo. They'll be playing catch-up the whole game. And my last honorable mention is Devin Duvernay, 43.5 receiving yards versus New Orleans. We're taking the over. Devin Duvernay and Isaiah Likely will be the primary targets in this game. I got Duvernay statted out to get 75-plus receiving yards and maybe a touchdown. I think this is going to be a big game for him this week. Now, I had one more stone cold lock, which was DeAndre Carter's receiving yard prop, but they didn't put the prop up on Underdog Fantasy. Now, like I said, it's Saturday, so tomorrow when you wake up, he may be on there. Now, I'm thinking his receiving yard prop should be around 40.5 receiving yards, and the highest it might be is 47.5 receiving yards. But regardless, we're taking the over on that, okay? Mike Williams is hurt. Keenan Allen ain't going to play. So they top 2 receivers is Joshua Palmer and DeAndre Carter. And then they got 2 guys that they brought up from the practice squad. So, and more importantly, they play the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are the worst team versus the pass, okay? The slot, the outside, they are the number 1 worst team versus the pass. So this is pretty much a stone cold lock for him to go over his receiving yard prop, whatever the receiving yard prop is. Like and subscribe, man. Hustle Game Lifestyle, man. And also follow me on TikTok at Hustle Game Lifestyle, man. I'm on there dropping a whole bunch of short videos with a little player prop information just to get people on point, give them a chance to get some of this free money. So, follow me on there also, man. Because to be honest with you, like when I say it's free money, I'm dead serious about this free money, okay? Since 4 weeks ago, I done made $500 every single week, regardless, $500. Now, it was a couple weeks where, last week, I should have made $2,000, but Josh Allen couldn't give me 281 passing yards. And then 2 weeks prior, I should have got another $2,000, but Isaiah McKenzie couldn't give me 36.5 receiving yards. But I still left with something. You know what I mean? Every week, I'm consistently getting $500. I'm only putting $100 on there on a weekly basis to do bets. So it's a matter of time before we hit big, man. So don't miss out, man. Become part of the Hustle Game community, man. Get in on this free money. So until next time, be safe, place your bets early, and let's get this money, man. It's your boy, Mr. Hustle Game, and I bet that.
Hey, it's 2022. I don't know what to do. It's 2022. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Girls rocking black, boys rocking pink. Standing in quick.
Robert